Hey guys, what's up? I Akash from Space Up Project here presenting the space news. Guys, the first update is about the solar eclipse which is going to be held on the 21st of this month. And the interesting news is that it is only will be seen in the US, nowhere else, other continents. Guys, the satellites and the ground telescopes will also aim at the sun and at the moon's shadow, cutting as far as some 60 to 70 miles wide across the land. Astronauts will do the same with cameras aboard the International Space Station. At the same time, researchers and just plain curious will watch how animals and plants react to darkness falls. It will resemble twilight and the temperature will drop 10 to 15 degrees. There will be very much cold. The total solar eclipse will last for about half an hour. As the lunar shadow sweeps coast to coast at more than 1500 meter per hour, beginning about 1:15 p.m. Uh, according to EDT and ending at 2:49 p.m. EDT. As this will be the most studied and the most viewed solar eclipse of the world because it will be going to happen after 99 years on the 21st August of 2017. Guys, the next update is about the Guardian of the Galaxy. Yes, the boy who described himself, Jack Davis, which is only just 9 years and in the fourth grade. He applied for the NASA's Planetary Protection Officer job, and NASA wrote back to him that he is not fulfilling his their criteria for that job, but they are very hopeful that you will definitely come to NASA in very future. And uh, planetary protection officer job, if I explain you, is not the position uh, in real life what the title conjures. It does play an important role in promoting the responsible exploration of our solar system by preventing microbial contamination of other planets and our own. So it is not like that of fighting with the aliens and others. It is just the planetary protection officer who will prevent the microbial contamination, and just not he is not going to have a fight with the aliens. For this job, NASA is providing the six-figure salary. Yes, but this is only for the US citizens, none other than them. And for this,
Well, NASA has a job opening, and it comes with a title that is out of this world.
The space agency needs a planetary protection officer. Our Greg Argos is here to explain just what that is.
Okay.
Yeah, the job sounds pretty fun, doesn't it? At least on its face.
okay, the next update is about the discovery of the oldest asteroid family. Scientists just got discovered the oldest family of asteroids, and it is the family we identified has no name because it is not clear which asteroid is the parent, as said by Kevin Walsh, astronomer at Southwest Research Institute in the US and the co-author of a study published online in the journal Science. Um, Finding and studying asteroid families allows scientists to better understand the history of main belt asteroids, and this is the reason why the scientists are going to identify the old families and the other things. But the identifying of very oldest asteroid families, those billions of years old, is challenging because over time the family spreads out. They just could not be combined in a place. The small asteroids just move outside and spread in the wall of area. So this is not so easy task for finding the very oldest asteroid family. Guys, the next update is about the measurement of most accurate elusive dark matter, and explaining about this that most notably the result supports that theory that 26% of the universe is in the form of mysterious dark matter, and that space is filled with an also unseen dark energy which is causing the accelerating expansion of the universe and makes up 70% of it. The new results from the Dark Energy Survey collaboration is close to forecasts made from the Planck measurement of a distant past, allowing scientists to understand more about the ways the universe has evolved over 14 billions of years of the time. I, the Planck Observatory is European Space Agency's and it is operated by the European Space Agency. Yes. Most notably, and paradoxically, it is easier to measure the large scale clumpiness of the universe in the distant past than it is to measure it today. In the first 4 lakh years following the Big Bang, the universe was filled with a glowing gas, the light from which survives to this day. And guys, the primary instrument for DES is the 570 megapixel dark energy camera, which is one of the most powerful in existence, able to capture digital images of light from galaxies 8 billion light years from the Earth. And next, about it, the fifth year of observation will begin in August, and the new result draw from data collected only during the survey's first year, which covers 1/30th of the sky. Guys, the next update is the about the ISRO, the Indian Space Research Organization, and it has some space agenda in the early 2018. The first one will be the Chandrayaan 2 mission, an advanced version of its previous, uh, with the objective of deeper lunar space probe. And the second mission will be an initiative by the Team Indus, which is a group of space enthusiasts that wants to unfurl the tricolor on the moon's surface as part of a global lunar competition. Guys, Team Indus is comprising mostly young engineer and led by the IIT Delhi alums Rahul Narayan. Team Indus is planning the mission as part of a global contest to win $30 million lunar, which is a prize from Google named Google Lunar X Prize, which requires the rover of a competing team to move 500 meters on the moon's surface and should be able to beam back high definition images back to the Earth. And confirming the use of PSLV service for the Team Indus project, ISRO chairman A.S. Kiran Kumar told that the Team Indus has signed an agreement with the Antrix, which is an commercial arm of ISRO, for using the launch service of PSLV. And the spacecraft for Team Indus will be a 600 kgs and will be uplifted by the PSLV. But for the moon mission of ISRO, the Chandrayaan 2, ISRO will be going to use its heavy lift rocket GSLV Mark II for the mission. The next update is about the Israel Space Agency. It has successfully launched its first partial environmental research vehicle designed for orbital monitoring of Earth's vegetation. And the Venus satellite, it means vegetation and environmental monitoring new microsatellite, is an Earth observation microsatellite designed jointly by Israel Space Agency and France National Center for Space Studies. Venus has a dual mission, one scientific and other the technological. The scientific mission will monitor Earth's vegetation using a camera capable of recording 12 narrow spectral bands. And the technological mission will test the operation of an innovative electrical propulsion system based on the Israeli designed Hall effect thrusters. Thus, the Hall effect thruster is a relatively low power device used to propel a spacecraft after entering orbit or further out into space. The Venus will circle the planet 29 times every 48 hours and will remain in service for 4.5 years, after which it will be parked into a lower orbit. Now comes to the Neptune, and astronomers just saw a massive Earth-sized storm brewing on Neptune's atmosphere. The massive storm system is about 9,000 kilometers in length, or one-third the size of the Neptune's radius, spanning at least 30 degrees in both latitudes and longitudes. Look like it was just a matter of time since the planet has just given astronomers the surprise of their lives. Latest reports say that the gigantic storm system about the size of Earth has been spotted near Neptune's equator, a region where no bright cloud has ever been seen before. And normally, this area is really quiet and we only see bright clouds in the mid latitude bands. So, to have such an enormous cloud sitting right at the equator is spectacular. Guys, SpaceX just supplied some of the needs of ISS in a new mission, which was performed on 13th of the August, and the payload include crucial material to directly support dozens of the more than 250 science and research investigations that will occur during expeditions 52 and 53. And the rocket was the Falcon 9, which will boost a Dragon spacecraft filled with almost 2,721.5 kg of supplies from Launch Complex 39A at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. And after the 10 minutes of its launching, the Dragon reached its preliminary orbit and deploy its solar array. The station crew will unpack the Dragon and begin working with the experiments that include plant pillows containing seeds for NASA's Vesipi plant growth system experiment. And NASA said the Dragon spacecraft will spend approximately 1 month attached to the space station. It will remain until mid September when the spacecraft will return to Earth with results of earlier experiments splashing down in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Baja California. As the last update is about the giant energy source, the sun, our favorite star and the nearest star in the universe. And a surprise discovery is that the sun's core rotates 4 times faster than its surface. Scientists has assumed that the core was rotating like a merry-go-round at about the same speed as the surface, and NASA's solar observatories are forever at work trying to decipher the ball of fire's smallest of flares. This time, however, NASA's Solar and Heliospheric Observatory and the European Space Agency have come across a big discovery that involves the interior of the sun. Scientists has just assumed the core was rotating like a merry-go-round at about the same speed as the surface. The most likely explanation is that this core rotation is left over from the period when the sun formed some 4.6 billion years ago. And guys, the rotation also impacts sunspots which also rotate. Sunspots can be enormous. A single sunspot can even be larger than the Earth size. So guys, this was all for today, and I hope you liked the video. If you like, then share the video, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe the channel.